Hi YouTube, goodbye YouTube, not here for you. But to get the full show in the one place, that's where it is. And excuse this camera, I really struggle with signal here, but the full fiber's in the street now, so that's good. So I'm going to start the normal recording. That doesn't go in the articles or nothing. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Hi, welcome to the 1010 podcast, episode 34. Tonight we'll feature 10 artists with 10 tracks from around the world, and there'll be basically music reviewing each other's tracks, as well as a few of our family members doing so. So coming up first, from England, we've got James representing his band Vigilantes. Could you explain who are the Vigilantes and what's the story behind your song, Drawing Auras?
All right, so we've been together about 10 years. We've been best friends, so me and the bassist, we've been best friends for over 20 years and spent like basically pretty much all our childhood together. And we've all kind of like met each other through different times and known each other and that. And then we just kind of playing in different bands and just came together, and we just found it clicked really well. Drawing Auras it's kind of grungy. It's a bit more like Smashing Pumpkins. I took it, basically I stole it, right? I'm just going to be straight up about this. So Sharab Rock by Smashing Pumpkins has this third guitar part in it, and there was one chord that I quite liked, so just built the whole song around that chord sequence, basically. And yeah, it kind of went from there. Thought if we're going to go down this grunge route, let's do it like the quiet verses, bigger chorus, but try and fit more hooks in there and kind of, you know, do a more modern dynamic of like that track, you know, that era, which we all love. Like we grew up like loving, you know, Nirvana, and like, I love Pumpkins and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very different to everything else we do. Yeah, everything else is like very Springsteen and like traditional, you know, guitar, like indie, like, yeah.
The best artist of all time, Bruce Springsteen, the boss. My parents absolutely admire him. Let's get acquainted with your music if you're not already. Vigilantes with Drawing Auras. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Racing line, I break for the apex in an imperfect time. Slowly, your look is spinning me out. I'm waiting for it to spit me out. I'm chair of the debrief in my own little mind. There's a little piece of me that wants to turn round. I'm drawing in auras, trying to work it out. There's a little piece of me that wants to turn round. I'm drawing in auras, trying to work it out.
Oh, thanks so much. Thank you.
Good, my camera, it's got a habit of doing that now. Just marvellous track. Marvellous track.
Thank you.
Oh, something playing in the background. I need to go and stop that. Oh, I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little bit of right there. So let's go to the compliments. Let's go, my green beard, red beard. Mr. Andrews, Mr. Story, what's your thoughts there, guys?
James, I thought that was just brilliant. I really liked all of it. I thought, you know, your vocals were clear and the sound of all the
Oh,
rest
thank
of the
you.
band was great. And, you know, the bands you were mentioning like Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins, I would say, although they were like really famous, your sound is as good as theirs. And I mean,
Oh,
that.
wow.
Like if you somehow made it, you've got, you know, quality song there.
Oh,
And
thank you very much.
something I really liked as well was that the that was kind of, that hooks you. That was really catchy. So that was a part of the song as well.
Mm,
And I just liked all of it. So basically, top marks from me.
thank you very much. Thank you.
You probably see I was kind of moving about to it as well. Yeah, great track.
Jiving.
Well said, well said. Mark and then Tim. Mark and
All right,
then Tim.
James. Yeah, that, I can see why you fell in love with that chord structure. It's got a nice hypnotic feel to it,
Yeah.
and it works beautifully throughout the whole song. Yeah, it's grungy, but it's not a lift. You know, you got. I'd like to hear some of your other stuff. You've already got another subscriber because I've subscribed to you right now.
Oh,
Like
cheers.
the video.
Thank you.
No, that's what we're here for. We support each other, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
cool song, and I love the title. Drawing Auras is a really clever title. I like that.
Yeah. Well, what do you think it
So,
means,
yeah,
actually?
I'm assuming you mean drawing as in pulling towards you,
Oh,
rather
that's.
than drawing with a pencil.
I always kind of imagined it as like actually like pencil drawing, but then
Right,
it kind of has a double meaning, doesn't it? And I quite like the idea of drawing an aura in, like the
Yeah,
bringing
Well,
in.
yeah. I think that's really cool. I mean, it's a different kind of title. If I saw that title, irrespective of whether I was talking to you now or I think that sounds interesting, I'll check that out because it's a good title. You know.
Thank you.
But I definitely want to check some more stuff out from your band. It's
I like.
very
sorry.
interesting. Good stuff. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Want to go, Hans?
Yes, I like the sound. I'm glad I'm wearing headphones right now, but I like it's a really fat sound. Great mix.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. It was mixed by a guy called Al Groves,
Okay.
who works out of Motor Museum Studio in Liverpool.
Okay.
And yeah, he's fantastic. He's,
Yeah, man, it's really big. Great. Great sound.
I'll give him a plug because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
ace at what he does. He really, and
Yeah.
that's not down to us. That is
Yeah.
his mix, you know. And yeah, very pleased with his work for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well
Yeah.
said, well said. Let's go, Tim, Paul, and then Piston Fist. Tim.
Yeah, James, I thought that song had a great groove to it. I mean, it was upbeat. It was a very, it just drew you in, the groove all by itself. Not even talking about how great the lyrics were to that song. And
Thank you.
I agree with Mark's story on that is a very catchy title. That is a title that would draw you in to want to listen to the song. But the band was tied in it. The vocals, your vocals were awesome. That
Cheers.
was just a
Thank you.
great job. And the video, I like the video too. So
Cool. That's a guy called Steve Haddock who did the video. And yeah, he's a whiz at that sort of stuff. So I have to give him credit for that. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank
Well
you.
said. Paul, and then Piston Fist.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the song. Definitely be downloading it. It just makes me really happy and so talented. It's just amazing. Everything about it's so
Well, thank
cool. Love to see you live as well. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Where are you based?
I'm in Hampshire,
Hampshire.
in Basins, in
Okay.
England. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to be touring around there soon. So yeah. Please
Oh
come.
wow. Yeah,
Come say hi and
definitely.
things like
Love
that,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well said. Over in Brisbane, the Piston Fist.
Great track.
Thank you.
Really well put together. The mix is really good. Really solid. And I really like the video as well. The videographer obviously done a really good job. He does his stuff. Yeah, you got a subscriber, and me, I subscribed straight away. Great
you.
track. Well done.
Thank
You
you.
should be stoked.
Well
you.
said, dude. I said, Brendan, and then David.
Hey there. Yeah, I like it. Good hook. And I think always for me is if a song makes me want to check out more of the band. So this song did that for me. It makes me want to check out more of your stuff. So
Oh, thank you.
success on my part.
Well
Cheers.
said. Well said. Mr. Blair, and then our next two guests that I've just got here is Dees and then David Blair. If anyone is in a hurry, just say it. It's no problem at all. But Dees is up next. So, yeah,
So,
David,
be-
what's your thoughts there, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. I concur. Like, there's been so many great comments about it too. So I think I love that you actually prefaced it, that you said that you quote unquote got your inspiration or ripped off Cherub Rock. I immediately heard the inspiration, and I love Smashing Pumpkins. I love that album, and but really you had your own vibe, your own sound. It wasn't like, even though you were inspired by it, I wouldn't, if you hadn't told me that, I wouldn't have clued into that. So it's still yours. You know what I'm saying? It's totally, I would never think, oh yeah, he's just ripping them off. No, absolutely have your own sound and vocals. Like the guy said, just kind of echoing everybody else, but I have to say, I agree with everybody else. I'm like, yeah, it's hooky. It grabs my attention right away. And it holds my attention throughout the whole song too. I think that's a cool thing. I'd have to hear it a second time to really go through the lyrics. I'm admire the guys who are able to listen to lyrics and music at the same time. I'm kind of one of those guys. I need to hear songs 2 or 3 times to get everything. Yeah. But you had me to make me want to listen to it again. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I think
Thanks
it's
very
really cool,
much.
man. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, well said. So, James, how does everyone, what's the best means of getting a hold of you guys if people want to find you?
Instagram is the way. You know, we're pretty
Instagram.
Vigilantstagram on so Vigilantes, but yeah. Yeah, if you want to get hold of us, you know, and send any music or anything like that, like please ping it through, and you know, we can.
Well, just so you know, and so that everyone else knows, this show we do 3 times a week during the week, but at the weekends we do a double. We do a 20 artist show on a Saturday and an open mic on a Sunday, and we've got about 200 family members now that all come at different dates and meet each other. And the standard is, if you get a song featured here and you join us, we'll never stop promoting it. We'll share and tag you somewhere every week for life, you know, and the song never stops getting promoted, therefore it never becomes old.
Yeah.
So a song's only old when it stops getting promoted, but we can all talk later. But you're all welcome to make this place your home and come feature all your tracks, like Mark, Catcher, Steve, and Tim do for a start, you know. Anyway, James and the Vigilantes, till the next time, bro.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Could you coming up next from the Netherlands, we've got an artist by the name of Dees. Hans
Yeah,
Peter
well,
Dees.
it's an acronym for the Zeal, but it's pronounced as the Z.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know I was missing it. Could you introduce yourself fully and the story behind your song?
Yes.
One?
All right.
Yeah,
well, I'm a drummer, songwriter, composer, and I wanted to make music from early on, and the song One you're going to listen to was a fun project. Really, it wasn't supposed to be released, but when I sent it over to some people, they said, "Wow, this is crazy." Yeah, okay. So because I played everything myself at first, I just made a sort of mock-up in my own home recording studio, and then I thought, well, just give it a shot. It was written in the pandemic, during the pandemic, and I felt I had to write something. So I did, and we weren't able to go to the recording studio because of the pandemic. So I asked a bunch of people I knew, hey, could you play some things on this track? Would you mind? And well, they all agreed because we were all in the same boat, you know, at the time. And yeah, so it was finished. At the end, I recorded my own drum tracks in a real studio, but the rest of it was recorded at people's homes. And yeah, it was a fun project, and it is very special because I think because normally when I write choruses, verses, pre-choruses, and stuff like that, and this is an ongoing strain of chords, and people can get lost or something like that. So that's it. It's really a fun project.
That's fun. That's, you know, Tim was absolutely loving this earlier, so he
Okay.
was. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One by Days from
Busy.
Netherlands.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely beautiful track. And it's one of my favourite sayings. I say it every day. We are one. We're all one in this world. We are all one. That's great to see. So I'm going to put David as the next guest, David Blair. So you can go the last compliment again. Sorry, it just makes sense. I'll try and do it this way.
Yeah.
Let's start at the top. Ladies first. Katja, then Steve. Katja, what's your thoughts there, dear?
I really like that the funky jazzy vibe that it has to it. Great harmonies with the vocalist, and you did that all on, you know, just passing it around to everybody.
Yeah.
That's
sang,
awesome.
I sang, and I'm not really a singer, so I needed some backup, you know. And they
Right.
agreed. Yeah, they liked it.
Oh no, they did an awesome job doing it that way.
Yeah.
I would have to say. But again, I really enjoyed that. Very upbeat, almost a loungy sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
And it really worked out well.
Okay.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
Well said, well said. And just before Steve goes, the 4 artists who never come tonight, bad. You'll be on the waiting list for a year now. But we're going to feature Katja, Steve, Mark, and Tim tonight anyway, so there's going to be 10 guests. So the 4 of you lovely people, send me a song on Facebook Messenger and I can add it in. These will be the last 4, but we'll feature the 6 new gents first, and then we'll feature you guys, because it needs to be 10 tracks. Or I'll feature Steve Andrews and Britain's Got Talent or something like that, because we done that the other night there. And anyway, so Steve, then Mark, then Mr. Lawrence. Steve?
Pans, I thought that was amazing. It was a song that you could connect with, you know, from the, you know, as soon as it started, I was with it, and I listened to your explanation of how the song came about, but all of that, you know, for me, I didn't need that, because as I said, I just connected with it. The sound was great. All the musicians were sounding absolutely fantastic. The vocals and the vocalists, that was all great. And the video kind of put the, you know, the finishing touch to it, because the video was showing what was going on.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting as well. And I thought it was just a brilliant job.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well said. Mark, then Paul, and then Piston Fist.
Yeah, that's the kind of song that gets you dancing in the streets, isn't it? It's so upbeat. I love the fusion of the jazz and the funk. The level of musicianship is obviously high, but what was great was everyone kept within the boundaries of the song, and everyone worked well together. I mean, it's a very, very kind of brilliant video. I think that's really clever what you've done there. It's very natural, and it does show your talents. So good stuff. Nice stuff. Well done.
Okay.
Well said, well said. Paul, and then Pistons.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the track a lot. Very uplifting. Definitely felt a connection in there. The lyrics are really nice. Really like the lyrics, and the production was really nice. And also the video quality was really good as well. And also I like the split screen in the video where you see people doing different things in that. It makes it really, like the last guy said, really natural, and it draws you in, you know. So yeah, I really do like it a lot.
Okay. Thank you.
Well said, man. Piston Fist, James, and then Brendan, and then David. Piston Fist, then James.
Yeah. So my name's Jeff too. Piston Fist is the band.
I'm going to call you Jeff in brackets.
Musicianship, my God, that was very impressive. I'm although I don't play drums in this band, I'm a drummer, and yeah, that was really, really cool, really slick. Yeah, very impressive, very, very cool. You guys are obviously musicians. You know your stuff back to front, and it was good and really cool to see a positive message rather than there's a lot of negative running around out there. So it's really, really good just to see a nice positive message. It was good.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Great work. Yeah.
Well said, well said. Paul, Paul, have you been? Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
James, and then David. Someone left there, and it might move my screen right then. James.
I loved it. Honestly, I think that's our drummer and our bassist would love that. It's got like the Stevie Wonder vibe you know, I think, and yeah, it's just great. The vocals were really nice, like really, really nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The drums as soon as straight away like hooked me. Straight. I'm not just, by the way, I'm really horrible and critical about like 99% of music, so I'm probably the worst person to have on the show, right? But yeah, I thought that you did so many things there really tastefully. The arrangement was really good. The one thing I would add, right, and one thing I was at when the vocal kicked in, because I didn't actually expect the vocal, which kind of pricked my ear a little bit more. I would love like a more ad-lib vocal on top of the ones you've got, just a really okay. I think that would just take the hook. Anything you've got. The melody is really nice. The vocal melody is gorgeous, I think. And I can still remember it now. So I'm like, and I got the attention span of a cat. Like, you know, like, but yeah, that held me in, and I think if you added that, I think it would just take it.
That's well,
commerciality as well. Not if you necessarily want that, but yeah, I definitely want to listen to more of that.
Well, thank you for the feedback. I love your feedback about the ad-libs, but you know, our mixing engineer, he was really frustrated because there are so many tracks in it. So just adding one more, he's out, you know. So, but it's, yeah, live, it should be, I think it can work absolutely.
Oh, I wasn't sure then, because like the vocals blend really well
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Like it to give that sort of like I don't know, I can't think of the right word, but we all know what I mean. Like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
that blends so nice, and I was
Yeah,
thinking, is there one in there that I think could be pushed up a little?
Yeah.
But then you
yeah.
take away like the plushness of all of them vocals
Yeah.
together, so it's like
Yeah.
it's, you know,
But
it's
I like your idea, though. I like your idea. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
But definitely, yeah, I'd like to hear more of that. Definitely, I think it was really cool.
Oh, thank you.
Really, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, James. David, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
Yeah, man, everybody took it. But I will say I'm gonna point to stick to what stuck out to me. And I have to say, yeah, the drums really stuck out to me, and also, yeah, again, the funk. So there's a great vibe to it. I'm not sure if it was totally my style of, like, you know, my music, so I don't know if it fully the melody fully grabbed me myself, but I was so impressed and envious ultimately of the harmonies that you put together. They're just incredible. Like I'd be like, they're meticulous, and I just thought, oh my God, this is like, you know, incredible. So I have full respect for what the effort that you put into it, and everybody playing there. Definitely, yeah, high quality stuff. So credit to you. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Well said, dude. And thanks for coming on the show, Hans, and being a wonderful
Yeah.
guest, bro.
Yeah.
Until the next time, bud. Hans Peter Dezal. Wonderful. And I'll never be able to say Dutch names. My girlfriend Kirsty speaks fluent Dutch because she's
All
half
right.
Dutch,
Okay.
and she's not here, unfortunately. She uses a Dutch saying, "We hakken and all this Dutch stuff, you know, that I can't do."
But that's why I choose the name the Z. So it's
Yeah,
much
yeah.
more easier for you guys.
The Z. I've been to Holland 13 times in different trips, so I'm very well acquainted with it. But until the next time, dude, thank you, bro. Cheers, Hans.
Thank you.
The Z. Coming up next in Berlin, we've got Mr. David Blair. Could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song "Way of Life"? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm David Blair. I'm a singer-songwriter from Vancouver, Canada originally, but been in Berlin here now, well, nine years, just over 9 years. And I've released like 5 albums of music, and I'm more of the acoustic style, but this track here is a little different. I mean, different for me. It's not a really different track. But I was approached by a producer with a track. He just kind of 80s kind of style stuff. And he just kind of sent me kind of a 80s track, and he's from Sweden, from Stockholm. And I met him at a music festival up there. And it was probably a couple months later where I kind of was, at the time I was at the Olympics I was a volunteer at the Olympics in Brazil in 2016. And I was kind of, it was a dream come true, but at the same time, I was kind of going through an anxious time in my life. And this song just kind of spoke to my heart, and just kind of, I guess, kind of drew within me this kind of meaning of this, the way of life. And it kind of just came through as, I was going to write it as a love song, but it's kind of turned out to me more of a love song, or in the way of that I've committed myself to being a songwriter for the rest of my life. I'm not just writing for albums, or it's just kind of if I don't songwrite, I kind of die inside. And I got to do it. Doesn't matter how much money I don't make or how many fans like it or don't like it. I have to songwrite in order to live. So the song "Way of Life" is kind of is a tribute to just me connecting to, if you will, songwriting as my source of life. And so the video is me asking my fans, hey, what is your source of life? Like, what do you love in life? Like, what's your way of life? Like, what can you not live, like, besides food and air and you know, love, but what can you not live without? Like, I can't live without songwriting. And so that's what's kind of behind the song and the video. And that's how this all came about. And oh yeah, sorry, to bring full circle. Sorry, I want to finish it up. Ultimately, I've been in a bit of a songwriting block for the last 6-7 years, and I just recently last week kind of got out of it and kind of snapped out and kind of gone, okay, I'm back. You know, there's been a lot of failures, a lot of disappointments, but I feel like I'm recovered and I'm ready to kind of take on the pain and suffering of being a songwriter and doing it again and really like putting myself out there again. And so this song to me it was released 1.5 years ago. It means more to me now than it was even when it was released. So there it is.
What a great introduction. Way of Life by Mr. David Blair. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
I give it up in a heartbeat just to stay with you. Yeah. People tell me that freedom's not a point of view. Oh, when I'm without you, I'm locked inside. No circumstances can make it right. The light that shines inside me when I'm with you is true. I'm in. Give up anything to make this go, even if it goes slow. Running game in shadows is taking its toll. Running to the light, it's time to be bold. Falling into hands that open what I need to be held. Makes my eyes melt. Love is a way of life with you. Love has a face that matches you. I know it's all that we need, so mark my words, never give up on you. How many stairs do I have to climb to care for you? How many seas do I have to swim to share with you? How many songs do I have to sing with you? How many lives do I have to live with you? How many times was my heart break to be with you? Be with you, oh. Love is a way of life with you. Love has a face that matches you. I know it's all that we need, so mark my words and tell me what I'm living for, cause tell me what I'm living for, cause I'm living for you. And I'm living for you. If it's a way of life with you, oh, love is a way of life. Love is a way of life with you. Oh, oh. Love is a way of life with you. Oh, oh. Love is a way of life with you. Yeah. Love is a way with you. Oh, oh, oh.
I knew life.
Fantastic, man. Love it. Absolutely great track. Honestly, David, you're wonderful, bro. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next two guests they're Paul and then Jeff. So I'll let Jeff, you have the last compliment here because you're the next guest. Let's go ladies first. Tracy, then Tim, then James.
Really enjoyed that. Very across the board, wonderful lyrics. I can see how you struggled with that. Is it a love song or a love me song?
Yeah.
But I think you did an excellent job with it. Only thing I would have loved to have heard is some background vocals or backup singers going with that, giving you some harmonies.
Yeah.
A little bit more depth, but
Yeah.
great song.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so
You're
much.
Tim, James, and then Paul.
Yeah, David, I thought that song was great. Your vocals were very, very good on that. I really enjoyed that. I loved what the song was about, and just thought the whole track and the video was just awesome for the song.
Oh, cool. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It seemed it was breaking up a bit. It was just fans bringing it together, so it was cool. Glad you appreciate it.
Right. And I wanted to say to Hans, I didn't get a chance to compliment you on your song. I really did enjoy that.
Thank you.
That was awesome. You are one heck of a drummer. I'll say that.
Thank
I
you.
thought your drumming was fantastic in that song. And when all the vocals came in together, that solidified the song being one. Loved it.
Thank you.
Well said. I'm sorry I missed you, Tim. I'm really bad when the screens move around. I've never missed anybody, I don't think, for a while. James, Paul, then Mark.
Yeah, I tell you what, I thought it's a nice song. I thought it was like a mashup between the War on Drugs, them, and the Script. If you've heard both of them, it was like this weird love baby, love child.
Are you talking about the Script or like the band, the Script, or?
Yeah, you know
Okay.
how they're like very, very like traditional pop.
Yes.
And you've got like War on Drugs, which is just like a hipster's band. So you got
Okay.
you got this
I've
like hipster
never
album,
heard of them.
and then
Yeah.
you've got this like they got this song called it's like the lead single off their latest album, and you should check that out. And I thought actually, I agree with the BV's comment though. I think like if you got a couple of extra BVs on there, I think it would like just that little pop. But yeah, like that was the only thing I'd say that I think it's your own sort of thing, which I quite dig. Yeah, I think that's to add. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go, but thank you guys so much. If you want to hit us, contacts on Instagram or anything like that, please.
James, you'll all have your own article for your personal section within the next couple of days, and at the bottom you'll all have a picture, and if you click it you'll go to your Instagrams, and I'll put them all. You can't not connect to each other, and the next time you come, James, you can put aside the hour and a half for it. And James, for the Vigilante, till the next time, James. Thanks for coming, bro.
Hey guys, see you guys later.
Bye.
Take care.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Take care.
So I've mixed up the order a little bit. Jeff's next because of the way it is. Jeff and then Paul, if that's okay. But compliments, let's go Paul, Mark, and then Hans.
Yeah, the song really connected with me. The vocals were amazing, really amazing. The production quality is really good. I liked the video. I thought the video worked well with the whole song. It's just really nice. And the subject matter as well. It's really really good.
Cool. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well said. Mark?
Yeah, hi David. Yeah, that writer's block's a bugger, isn't it? I think we all get it. We all get it at some point. I mean, I was going to burn all my guitars last week, and I was playing today. But yeah, you came out of your writer's block all guns blazing, didn't you? All guns blazing.
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal track. Very professional, brilliant production, great vocals, great message, and I could tell you put your heart and soul into it. So welcome back, and
thank
more,
you.
please.
More, please. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Well said.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Hans, Steve, and then Jeff, and yeah, I'll say in a minute. Hans.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm on. This is a perfect pop song.
Yeah.
It's. I really enjoyed it, and well, before what you said before, it really touched. So I was eager to listen to what you said about the song. And
yes. Yeah.
Yes, and it's really connected. So great video, really,
cool.
Really great video because it really warmed my heart. Know what I'm saying? Really.
Cool. That's really great. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
It came all together. So congrats, man. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Touching. Thank you.
Yep.
Well said. Mr. Andrews, before you comment, I'm going to feature your track Mother Nature's Rap tonight. Right, Steve?
Okay.
So it's been out. You only featured it once, but 7 months ago. So Steve and then Jeff, our next guest. Steve, what's your thoughts?
David, I like everybody else, I really enjoyed your song, and I thought the subject matter was great, the vocals were great, the whole sound was great, the video was great, everything there, and it was like really uplifting, a really positive song, and I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Well said. Well said. Jeff, what is your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
It's really hard when you go last. Everybody kind of covers what I
Totally.
was thinking about saying. But yeah, again, very positive. It's really good to see something positive, and great mix. Really, really nice. Everything came through really well. Again, just like everybody said, very professional. Great pop song. It sounds a very sellable product as
Yeah.
well. I believe. Yeah, if you can get it out there,
Well, that was. Oh, sorry. What were you going to say? That if I can get it out there, what? Sorry, I apologize.
yeah, if you can get it out there to the right people, I think it'll do extremely well.
Yeah, that was the thing. I that was disappointing. I wasn't able to do that last time, but I haven't given up on it. So I still think it's yeah. So that's cool. I really appreciate everybody's feedback. So thank you so much for saying that, and it's uplifting for sure. Thank you.
Well said, Jeff. And David, thanks for being a marvelous guest, and come back and feature all your tracks here. And we'll certainly help you promote this track forever. Anyway, just for being on the show. Seriously, we will. We like to share and tag the family artists on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram each week. So if somebody gets an article here, there's nothing better than hearing an artist introduce why they write a song. It's like, it is really cool. You can make your little sections and the music reviews. That's what everyone needs for their music. And I'm proud of making this show, and we'll never stop promoting that track. So David Blair, until the next time, dude.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Coming up next from Brisbane in good old Australia, we've got, represented by Jeff, Piston Fist. Could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song Dig In?
Hi guys and girls, I'm Jeff, obviously from Australia. I wrote this song. First of all, it's much heavier than anything we've listened to so far. It's right on that borderline of heavy rock and heavy metal. The song, it's called Dig In, and so I'm a tattoo artist by trade. I see lots of people. We're kind of the new hairdressers. We listen to lots of people's problems. We really, and so Dig In, we really, really try to push a positive message. We support lots of mental health awareness, all of these sort of things. And Dig In is exactly that. It's about digging in, pushing through the trouble, pushing through the negative thoughts, all of that sort of thing, to find a positive something to push forward. That's exactly what it's about. It was produced by Core Studios, a guy named Nick Hawthorne. He was amazing. And the video was done by a guy named Kyle Watson, 4215 MVP Productions. Kyle was amazing. Just done in our rehearsal space. I think he done a great job. Anyway, this is Dig In. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, it's heavy. Just a little warning.
This is the most diverse show in the world. We've got opera singers in our music family, dude, and they come on straight after hip hop artists and then right before blues musicians. So don't worry about it. Dig In by Piston Fist. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Absolutely awesome, man. Fantastic. Excuse that bad camera there. Just wonderful. Honestly, I know someone that would love to interview you. My friend Guilherme Costa in Brazil's he's a world class rock and roll star, and he loves to interview all the rock stars and other artists. But I'm going to put him in contact with you. That was fantastic, Jeff. Paul, you're the next guest, so you can comment last here. Let's start down the bottom. David, Tim, and then Hans.
Yay, I get to go first. Oh, that's amazing. Dude, man. Oh, okay. Like I actually metal is not my genre, but when it's melodic, like the way you had it there, oh, and the drums. So, okay, where do I start? I loved it. Like just first, I loved it, like loved it so much. So the drummer nailed it. Like I freaking loved the drums and that whole thing. Verse is awesome. There's one part there I lost me a little bit in the beginning, but I love the bridge, love that outro. There's so many, it's amazing melody in there, really amazing melody, and the musicianship's incredible. So I just loved it, man. I just super hooky. Totally want to hear it. I love it. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of what band it reminded me of. I mean, there is like, I mean, yeah, I love the rhythm. It's your drummer to me. Just for me, I'm so picky when it comes to drumming and rhythm and especially metal. So he just nailed it. So your band is awesome. I loved it. Super
Thanks
cool.
so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well said to that. Tim, Hans, and then Mark.
Yeah, that song be jamming, man. That's all I got to say about it. Like he said, the drumming was great, but the band was just super tight. I mean, they really were. And I don't know, I loved it. The guitar, the bass, the vocals, all of it. It was great. And like
Thanks
I said,
so much.
just super tight. And the song, I loved the song too. So
Awesome.
good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
So
Brilliant. Hans, Mark, then Steve.
Yeah, man. Well, I love the energy of the song, and I love the changes in the rhythm. Halftime, and then, well, you know, that's really. I lost it the last bit of the song. It's for me, it was somewhat too long, but the energy is very cool. And well, I'm not a metalhead, to be honest. Well, I've shown my song so you know, but what you said about the song made me want to listen to it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So, congrats, man! Congrats.
makes sense. Thank you.
Exactly. I mean, sorry, Mark. I mean, once you hear somebody introduce a song, how it's so close to their heart and stuff like that, it's almost impossible not to actually love it. Because, I mean, you will be friends. You might not all like each other or whatever, but, you know, it's a great place. And this is a very small show. Sometimes we invite and it's like 25 people and we just worry how long the shows can take. So, guys, come to a Saturday show when it's a 2020 podcast, 20 artists, 20 shows. In fact, you are all welcome to this Saturday show if you'll think about joining us. How's that sound? But let's go Mark, Steve, and then Paul. Mr. Story.
Yeah, that was hardcore grindcore. You know, I heard bits of prong in there and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Band called Piston as well, funnily enough, I remember from way back. But a good metal track is one of them songs that it's a good metal track when you're peeling your face off the back of the inside of your skull afterwards, right? It just pummels your face in. But the musicianship was spot on, tight. Drumming, as mentioned before, fantastic double bass drums, beautifully locked in track. My kind of thing, to be honest with you. So
Awesome.
I wish you all the best of what you're doing, man, because it's cool and the band are good. Video was cool as well. Really good stuff. Impressed.
Thank you. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Well said, Mark. I can't wait to see your cover of the Rag and Bone Man's Human. We're going to feature tonight. So. Yeah. Steve and then Paul. Steve, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Jeff, well, the first thing I want to say is that that's not the kind of genre that I actually listen to much. But having said that, I can recognize quality when I hear it. And the quality in that song absolutely shone through. The musicianship was amazing. The band was so tight. And, you know, that, as I said, it shone. The musicianship, it was there. the whole thing, it just worked so well. So top marks from me, even though that's not the genre that I would normally listen to. Yeah, great work.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Paul, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
Yeah, really liked the track. It was really tight. The drumming obviously was amazing. The video was really good. Yeah, metal is not really my kind of thing, but absolutely love this track. So I look forward to hearing some more stuff from you.
Thanks, Paul.
See the thing with heavy metal, it's like very hard to do, you know. It's like some people say, I don't like it. Try and do it anyway, whether you like it or not. It's some of the hardest, fastest stuff you see anybody doing. And it's one of the ones you'll say, I'll give me a beer or something if you listen to heavy metal, so it's dangerous. It's like rave disco music. You're like, we're going to the pub now. So certain genres I don't listen to too much because they're too mad for me. But yeah, as I all say, you recognise quality when you see it. And Jeff, your band's brilliant, Piss and Fist. Come back
Thank you.
Saturday if you can. We'll talk about this later anyway. Jeff, everyone, one love, brother, one love.
Yes, guys, thank you very much.
We've actually got one of our other guests who's meant to come tonight, so I'm going to feature somebody who's not even here, so that's good. Sophie's here. Just give us a little second, and Paul, you're still next. In fact, we'll just continue the show. Hi, Sophie. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm so sorry.
It's okay, dear. The show's still on, and I've got your song on the playlist, so it's totally fine, dear. What's your location there? What's your location?
I'm in London.
Sorry, it broke up.
I'm in London.
London, nice one. London. Right. So what we'll do is Paul's next, and then we'll go yourself, and then we've got our 4 co-hosts are going to be featured as well, right? So Sophie in London. I'll just mute you there now, dear. So just enjoy this one. So coming up next, also from England, you can introduce yourself. Paul, who is Paul Lawrence, and what's the story behind your song "Free as a Bird"?
Right. Paul Lawrence basically is me, and all the songs that I've written come under me as well. So for this song, Free as a Bird, I was working on a project before many years ago under the Paul Lawrence Project, which was rock and pop music. And when that came to an end, I decided to branch out on my own and started singing on my tracks, whereas before I was just songwriting. And how Free as a Bird came about was I wrote all the song in my last project, but we couldn't come up with a melody for it at the time. So I produced the song to the new producers that I work with and see if we can come up with something. And and it came out really well. So I'm really happy how this song came out. It's it's my most streamed song out of all my songs. So and also for this interview, I've just got a basic lyric video for it because I haven't got around to doing anything else at the moment. But
no, that's awesome. Honestly, Paul, and I've noticed you've been a very supportive person recently, so you'll fit in well. Tim and Steve and Mark and Katja, they're the most supportive people in the world. So Paul, I've already noticed that you're a really nice man. Your music's awesome as well. Free as a Bird by Paul Lawrence. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. On that.
Wish I was free as a bird and to see the world. I would fly so high like the clouds in the sky. Wish I was free as a bird and to see the world. I would fly so high like the clouds in the sky. I'm just flying around, all around the world. From a bird's eye view, I'm seeing amazing views. free, from a bird to a bee. Independent I see, I wish it was you and me. Wish I was free as a bird, and to see the world. I would fly so high, like the clouds in the sky. The time will fly by, like the bird in the sky. I will always try to never say goodbye. Wish I was free as a bird, and to see the world. I would fly so high, like the clouds in the sky. Wish I was free as a bird, and to see the world. I would fly so high, like the clouds in the sky.
Absolute beautiful track, Paul. Love it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sophie, you're the next artist, so you can have the last compliment. It's just the easiest way to do this. Let's go Katja, then Tim.
I really enjoyed this. It gave me like a 60s, 70s, almost folksy, say like the Carpenters, Peter, Paul and Mary, simplicity to it that I really enjoyed. Absolutely wonderful production on it as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, a good friend of mine done the production, and yeah, it's just outstanding. Yeah, I was really happy with it.
Yeah, I love the simplicity of it. It was just so clean, clear, and just vibrant.
Yeah, I just felt it didn't need anything too complicated, just nice and simple. I thought that would work well. So
I absolutely agree.
See the thing with Katja. Katja's one of the best EDM like remixers of music that you'll ever find, right? And every time she hears a song, she just thinks, how can I speed that up? I would like to speed that up. She's got a pure nightclub disco head. So she hears it and she just thinks, she's just what, you know, so wait till you hear Katja's getting featured tonight. Actually, can I just say, the order is Sophie, and then we're going to feature Steve Andrews, who's got a rap song, believe it or not, and it's absolutely brilliant. Then we're going to feature Mark Story, who's doing a cover track. Katja, I'm going to need to mute you there, your dog. Mark Story's doing a cover track of Rag and Bones Man, the Human. Then we're going to have a blues track from Tim Consley, and then 2 EDM tracks from Katja and VB to end the night. So where were we there? Tim, VB, and then David. Tim?
Yeah, I want to say that song was so smooth. Your vocals are smooth, and I really enjoyed that. The song was nice. It was soft. The heart. I really loved the middle part where the drums came in good and solid. That really picked it up and took it to another level. And the harmonies singing behind you. It was a great track.
Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. VB, just let Mark go in case his dog attacks him again. Mark, what's your thoughts there?
Apologies for one of my many dogs.
It's all right.
But,
you go first.
Yeah, that was a really nice song. It was very gentle, and what I liked about it was you fitted the vocal to the mood of the song really well. You know, it's kind of, I wish I was free as a bird. And the vocals have got this really lovely, whimsical kind of way about them. So the vocals fitted that song really perfectly. And it's a very, very classy tune. So you should be well proud of that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well said, brother. Well said. Well said. VB, then David, and then Steve.
Yeah, I really like the song. The guitars were quite nice. The vocal was quite smooth, especially the instrument, the harmonica. I really liked it.
Yeah, I think the harmonica is what makes the track. It makes it out. It just stands it out with the harmonica. So yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice, especially for like the outro part. It's like a really smooth outro. Yeah, well done.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Well said, dude. And Vineyard, you've actually missed another gentleman from the Netherlands tonight, Hans, who's been on. So you'll need to see tomorrow or after the full show. David, then Steve, then Jeff. David.
Yes, Paul. Yeah, so I echo a little bit what Katya said in the genre there. It's not totally my genre, and but I do respect for sure the production, what you did there. I really liked actually that instrumental part of it when it came in there. That was really nice, and I do like how you kept things simple with your story. I think what I would have loved, me personally, was to have a little bit of the struggle in there. So like free as a bird from what? Like just a little bit of what you're going through, like, what, to give that would have been my wish, to have a little bit of like, what are you, because you described it. I loved how you stayed focused on this free of a bird and the birds and the bees. I thought that was actually really it's hard for a lot of songwriters to stay focused like that. And I thought that you did a great job staying focused on what you wanted to say. I personally would love to have just a little bit more of a something kind of that would help me understand of like, why do you wish to be free? Like what's the motivation behind it? That's my personal wish for it. But yeah, I echo what a lot of the guys, what Katya said, and just nice, great focus on the song, on the message, and what you want to do came through clear. And I actually kind of liked listening to the song and watching the lyrics in front of me. It kind of helped me take in the song. So yeah, good stuff. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Well said. Steve and then Jeff.
What I thought about your song well, first of all, I liked the harmonica in it. That was great, but that wasn't the main thing. What stood out for me was what Katya said. It was reminding me of Peter, Paul and Mary, and it was a beautiful song. And if you think back, like Peter, Paul and Mary, they used to have hits with their songs, and songs like that, they used to really make it in the charts. And I wish they would today, because we have a lot of songs today that, well, you know what I'm saying, I think. And I think it would be a much nicer world if we had songs like that in the charts. And a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Well said. Jeff, then Hans, then Sophie, the next guest as well.
Yeah, I'm the same as the rest of the guys. I think I really did like the harmonica in there. That was really good. Production was really good, and I think it would go really well. Like it's again the Carpenters, Peter, Paul and Mary, but like maybe a TV score, television score, or even a movie score or something.
I've
like
had
that.
That was the number one feedback I've had. A lot of people think it'd be good, like to be in a film or TV show, or I've had quite a lot of people
positive series, a really kind of happy, cool thing like that. Definitely something where you might look at pushing it towards, but very cool. Yeah, obviously enjoy it. You're obviously 100% into it, which is really good. It's you can tell in the vocal and the way that it comes across. It's really good. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
I said Jeff, Hans, and then Sophie.
Yeah, I like the build up, especially when the drums come in, and that's makes it kind of swoop into a bigger area, so to speak. So congrats.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Well said. Sophie, what was your thoughts on the idea?
I really loved like the acoustics and the way that you like use the instrumental. Like I thought that was really, really cool. And I just love the song in general. Like I think it's so nice how you managed to make something so good, like so simple. Like if you can make a simple song sound amazing, like that's when you know like it's an amazing song. So good job.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Well said, everyone. So, Mr. Lawrence, want to make this show your home and feature all your tracks, just let us know. We'd be honoured to have you here. Paul Lawrence, until the next time, fellow compadre in the UK, one love, brother.
Thank you. Cheers.
So what I'm going to do quickly here is just stop the Zoom recording and start it again. Just in case anything dare happen to it, at least it saves in 2 different parts. Hi, and welcome back to the 1010 podcast, episode 34. Coming up next from London, we've got Sophie Fariani. I hope I say your name right. Could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song Running From You? Yeah.
So I'm a 17-year-old singer-songwriter. I'm currently still in high school doing the IB diploma, but I've always been doing music and writing music and all that. I started releasing my music around 2 years ago, and I just started in my own home, just recording, like that. And then around last October, I started recording in a studio with some producers, started meeting a lot of people, and I actually recorded Running From You in a studio. It was the second single that I recorded in a studio with a producer, and I worked with an amazing Italian producer in London, and he's really sweet. This is actually my most recent single. I wrote it 2 years ago, but I released it this August. So yeah, it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of a sad song, but then the beat is very upbeat and all that. So yeah.
Oh, it's a wonderful track, Sophie. Running From You from Sophie Fariani. I hope I say it right again. One love. Enjoy.
Tippy toe up the stairs, turn on to drop a hair. My pins are falling and needles are calling. Don't numb and drop to the floor, nobody comes to my door. Lay there on the ground for hours, falling from the Eiffel Tower. I'm tossing and turning and shaking and hurting. I'm dying inside, oh I'm hiding my pride. Oh I'm jumping a hurdle, my mind spins in circles. I don't know what to do, I'm running from you. I'm stuck, I have fallen out of luck. My thoughts have been run over by a truck. Oh no, hiding what I need to show. How I'm doing inside, how I internally cry. I'm tossing and turning and shaking and hurting. I'm dying inside, oh I'm hiding my pride. Oh I'm jumping a hurdle, my mind spins in circles. I don't know what to do, I'm running from you. Keep on hiding and hiding, I keep on hearing things and I continue trying. I'm not scared anymore, count of 3, count of 4. I don't know what to do, cause I'm running from you. Whoa, running from you. Whoa, running from you. Oh, I'm tossing and turning, shaking and hurting. Dying inside, oh I'm hiding my pride. Oh I'm jumping a hurdle, my mind spins in circles. I don't know what to do, I'm running from you. No, I'm running from you, from you. Oh I'm running from you.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Honestly. So it's only your second track. Come back on the show as soon as and introduce your first track, and then you'll have articles written for both of them. And just to let you know, I think your music's fantastic. I didn't even know you were 17. You're just a wee young pup. That's tremendous. Let's go, ladies first. Tracy, and then we'll go Tim, and then VB. Tracy.
Oh man, that was just totally awesome. Definitely going on my playlist. The unusual percussion that you start off with and kept through the whole track was just it caught my attention, caught my ear, and I was just moving to it. Vocals, it all just fit. You're a fantastic singer. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Well said. Tim, VB, and then David.
Yes, Sophie, I probably listen to your music more than anybody. I mean, I've listened to your songs on YouTube. I've listened to on Instagram. I've listened to some of your more intimate songs that you sing and play on piano. I think you're absolutely phenomenal. I think you are really great. That song there, that was amazing. I mean, just your vocals and the beat and everything, that was just really well produced. Your vocals are great. And I love the way that instruments and the beat and then the instruments and everything started falling off. And then it was just you sort of. And then all of a sudden, bam, those instruments came right back in and picked it back up. Love that. That was wonderful production there. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Well said,
You're
dude.
most welcome.
Vineyard.
Yeah, I really love the song. I as well subscribed to your YouTube channel and dropped immediately a comment. The vocal is really good. The production is really good. It's quite fast, so I really think it fits in the pop music nowadays. The last month I've been in Vietnam, so I'm not really up to date about how it's going here, but for there it will fit perfect. So really good. Like I said, I subscribe to your channel, so I'm looking forward to hear some more songs in the future.
Oh,
Thank
well said, dude. And Sophie, I hope you can hang about to hear Vineyard's track later. What a wonderful young artist he is as well. David, Paul, then Mark. You're last, Steve, because you're the next guest. David, then Paul.
Yes. Yeah. I really like the beat. Like for me, I was caught right away by the beat. I'm a rhythm person, especially when it comes to pop and stuff like that. I really was caught by that, and I was interested in your phrasing. I thought there was like really some staccato phrasing in there, which I thought was also really, really cool. So I think, you know, like I said, it's the beat was really catchy, and sorry. Oh, I thought I heard someone. For me, there was something, I don't know. For me, there was a couple of held notes. I think I'd love to hear you. I feel like you could express more in your. I feel like you have more to express in your. I feel like you can express more. I feel like you give more there. That's my personal. I feel like there's more that you got there. So I'm not sure if you held back in the vocals at all a little bit, but I think like really overall that there's so many there's a lot in there that I really enjoyed. So I'm following you right now on Instagram, so I'm looking forward to hear some more songs from you.
Thank you. I'll obviously follow you back. Yeah, because it was just like one of my like first times in the studio, but obviously now like I'll take that into consideration and everything.
Yeah, cool.
I just said, you know, I mean, she's just a young pup, and I'm not saying that you're nervous, but when you're younger, you've got more nerves, and you know, maybe by the time she's 21, she'll be fearless, and yeah, you'll see her max out. You know, not many people can max out at 17, David.
No. Well, that's why I'm giving honest feedback.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she needs something honest to work with. You know,
that's
I get
a
it.
good thing,
I totally
absolutely.
get it.
Yeah. Paul, Mark, then Hans. Paul.
Great song. Vocals were amazing. Definitely be putting it on my playlist as well. Just really felt a really nice connection to the song. Just a lovely pop song. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you so much.
Well said, dude. Mr. Story.
Yeah, Sophie, congratulations on a very, very professional tune. You are young, but that was the work of someone with a much older mind. Vocals were great. I love the way you stepped it up. That really kind of took me by surprise. Class song. Well done. More, please. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well said. Hans, then Jeff, then Steve.
Okay, well, being a professional drummer, I love the beats. It's really, really nice. And your voice is perfect. Yeah, congrats. Really, really good. Really good.
Thank you.
Well said, Hans Peter. So Jeff next.
Production, your producers, give them a big tick. They know their stuff, no doubt. It's really good. That beat again locked me in properly. I subscribed to your YouTube channel, and I'm really keen to hear you sing stripped right back. Maybe just an acoustic guitar, or maybe just piano or something like that, because your voice is very, very good. And top marks. Well done. Very good.
Instagram for that, brother.
I copy Instagram.
Yeah, I have I post covers weekly on there and acoustic strip back stuff. So if you want to see that, it's on my Instagram.
Awesome. That's
Absolutely.
stuff.
Awesome. Mr. Andrews, before we get to your section, young man.
Sophie, like everyone else has said, I actually think your vocals were brilliant. I love your vocals. I thought the song was really good. It was catchy. It was the production, as other people have said, the production was top class. And the one thing I was thinking that maybe nobody else has said so far is I could hear that being played on the radio. It was definitely radio friendly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. So, Sophie, thanks for coming here, dear. And if you can hang around, there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guests. And if you can't hang around for all of it, there'll be an article tomorrow and you can see it all anyway. But Sophie Ferriari from London, until the next time, dear, been a pleasure. Thank you. So coming up next, I was going to love this. It's Mr. Andrews, Steve Andrews, with his song Mother Nature's Rap. And yes, he's rapping a song and it's world class and the video is amazing. And Hans, are you trying to say something there? Hans, brother? I've just muted there.
Yes, I have to go. I'm so sorry. But thank you for the invite. It was very nice. Thank you.
You'll see the rest of the show. I'll make sure you've got a link to see it. And we'll speak to you again. Hans, everyone.
Okay. Hey, and to all of you artists, great meeting you. Thank you very much.
Hey, dude. Thank you. Cheers,
Bye.
Hans. Goodbye, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers. So, Mr. Andrews, could you introduce yourself and the story behind Mother Nature's Rap? Yes.
Certainly, Sparky. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm Steve Andrews, also known as the Bard of Ely. I'm originally from Cardiff in Wales, but I'm currently living in Portugal. The song Mother Nature Rap was a complete change for me in the kind of songs I write, but maybe not a complete change because amongst the things that I'm an environmental activist and I've been very concerned about the state of the planet. And so I've written some environmental songs. This is an environmental song, but it's a rap. The rap part of it is something new for me. It was recorded in Portugal, in the town I live in, which is called Quinta do Conde, at a studio called Verdelho Studio by a guy called Ricardo Verdelho. He put the rap backing to it. I played acoustic guitar, of all things. I know acoustic guitar is not associated with rap, but that's what I played. He put some backing to that. And then I have a friend who used to play in the band Hawkwind, Crumb, this guy goes under the name of. And I sent it to Crumb. Crumb said, "This is great, Steve. Do you want me to put some synth overdubs on it?" I said, "Yes, please." So Crumb has contributed synthesizer and also some piano overdubs to it. And that is how the song came about. What happened then was I have a friend over here who's a filmmaker, Pedro Augusto Almeida. And Pedro made the film, the music video that you're about to see. And we filmed all this here in Portugal. So that's it. This is my first rap song and a music video made in Portugal. And you will hear, some synthesizer, as I say, from Crumb, who has played in Hawkwind.
This is the song you have to take on to the actual to see Simon Kill for your revenge on the Britain's Got Talent, Steve. That's the track. Mother Nature Rap by Steve Andrews and gentlemen.
You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. Mother Nature don't care about neatness, so leave the wildflowers grow. Help to save the wildlife, you reap what first you sow. Mother Nature ain't here for your dream, you're in hers, so let it be.
Respect all her creations and go and hug a tree. But all the forests you've cut down, you know that should never have been. The mother's lungs have been cut out. It's happened, but it's obscene. The oceans you filled with plastic and the land you poisoned badly. We're in the beginning of the end and the future's looming sadly. The children know what's happening and the grown-ups have let them down. The Arctic ice is melting and the cities on the coast could drown. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. Mother Nature don't care about neatness, so leave the wildflowers grow. Help to save the wildlife, you reap what first you sow. Mother Nature ain't there for your dream, you're in hers, so let it be. Respect all her creations and go and hug a tree. But all the forests you've cut down, you know that should never have been. The mother's lungs have been cut out. It's happened, but it's obscene. The oceans you fill with plastic and the land you poison badly. We're in the beginning of the end and the future's looming sadly. The children know what's happening and the grown-ups have let them down. The Arctic ice is melting and the cities on the coast could drown. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people with myopia in the world today. You wanted a utopia, you're living in dystopia. Too many people
Steve Andrews, everybody. My dear friend, co-hosting this show, and a million other things. A wonderful artist, a writer, an activist for, you know, he rears butterflies in his back garden, and he's I love you, Steve. Let's go ladies first. We'll go Sophie and then Tracy. Sophie, what was your thoughts? I saw you bopping away and smiling there. You're loving it.
Yeah, I really liked the vibe. Like, it was so cool. And then the video to it, like, I loved it. Like, the vibe was so nice. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all, but I'll definitely be dropping you a follow and everything. That was really cool. Good job.
Thank you, Sophie.
Honestly, Sophie, he's got a couple of other tracks that are the most kid-friendly tracks you'll ever hear. And if your kids hear them, they will love them the way they like Hickory Dickory Dock or any of these other songs that are famous. Steve's got better songs for kids. Butterflies in My Beard, Climbing Through a Rainbow. They're a special guy. Really do check him out. Tracy, then Tim. And Redbeard, you're up next. Aye, Captain. Tracy, then Tim.
You never cease to amaze me, Steve. You really don't. Now you're a rapper. That's really cool. Really like the message. It was a very unique and interesting track. I truly enjoyed it and totally unexpected.
Thank you, Katya.
You're welcome,
Well
honey.
said. Well said. Tim, and then Vineyard.
Steve, buddy, every time I watch that video, I think you're just on the cusp of really busting a move. I mean, you're just like right there. You do a little, but I'm like, I keep expecting you to just almost get on the ground and break dance, spin on your head.
That's next.
That's next. That'd be great. But that's a great song and a great beat to it. And everybody that collaborated with you on that, good job to them. It was awesome, buddy.
Thank you so much, Tim. And yeah, you can see I enjoyed doing a little bit of a dance there. I was dancing in the wood, and yeah.
I think that video is done in 8K or something as well. It's just so crystal clear, man. It's like brilliant camera work. Vineyard, David, then Jeff.
And what can I say? I really love the song. Like I dropped as well a comment on your channel, like the rapping really
Dave,
fits you.
I'm about to speak.
The flow, especially as I can see,
I'll cut it
can
off.
expect. You don't have really experience in it, but it still sounds good. Especially, I heard like a bit of the effects in between. That was really nice. I like a bit that your vocal is like a bit going to the back, a bit like what the rapper is doing a lot. As well, the vibes give me a bit memories about artists like Jedi Matrix, Vinnie Paz, La Coca Nostra, a bit like the dark vibes. Really nice, well done.
Thank you.
Well said, bro. David, Jeff, then Paul.
Yes, Steve. Cool message, and man, full respect the effort, man. And it just you can see that you put so much into it. I think, and is this your first rap song ever?
It's my first rap song. It's
wow.
also been called hip hop. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Well, there's definitely like,
yeah.
yeah, there's some vibe. Somehow I had some vibes of even Eminem in there. Not that, like it was like just the vibes of the music and the beat in the background. So I don't know. I give you a lot of like credit for going there. I think rap is not an easy thing to just jump into. So like, wow, like for anybody like that, that's amazing. So really there's it's a good track. So there's some, I think the rap is a hard thing to do, like to really get the consonants down, to really get it through. But the cool thing that I liked is I got the message. That was the cool thing. Like I really could hear what you were saying. And I think to me, sometimes in rap, I don't always hear what they're actually getting to. So I think to me, that's like the number one thing of a song. Any song is that does the message come through, and you got the message through to me. So good job.
Thank you, David. And when I'm talking to people and they ask me like what I'm trying to do, what my songs are, I said basically I always start out with my words, and so my message is more important, if you like, than the music. Like what I'm saying is where I'm coming from. And with that song, I got my message over, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you got it loud and clear. I really appreciate that. That was good stuff.
Thank you.
Well said. Jeff, Paul, and then Mark.
Firstly, Steve, thanks for fighting the good fight. You legend. I love to see it. It's good to see people putting in and doing positive things for all of that stuff. And mate, big set taking on a hip hop song. Well done. You've obviously it's not your comfort zone, so well done. I appreciate that very much. That's big effort, and production was really good. It was all really good. You put it together well. The video was great. Like you said, 8K at least. It was super crisp, very, very crispy. I was really impressed, and fun. It was good fun. It was good, happy, fun stuff. I really, really liked that. Well done, Steve. Guys, I've got to put it out there. It's 6:30 in the morning over here in Australia, and I have to go to work. Sad.
No, you've done an all-nighter just to be here, Jeff. I appreciate it, dude. And do you know? I'll make sure you can see the rest of the acts and in an article. And Jeff, thanks for coming, and come back again ASAP if you can do Saturdays. Come.
I absolutely will.
It's on
Jeff,
3 hours earlier.
Thank you so much.
3 hours earlier on a Saturday, right? So I'll speak to you on Messenger or email. And Jeff from Piss and Fist from Brisbane, Australia. Thanks, brother.
I appreciate it very much. Thanks very much for the invite. It's been awesome meeting you guys. Thank you.
Great stuff.
David, it's Jeff. Cheers, brother.
I've got to go, sir. I've got to go too. I apologize. I got two kids that I'm trying to put to sleep. It's 9:30 here, so I apologize.
Good.
So thank you, guys. I really appreciate
guys.
it.
It's already been an hour and 40 minutes. Take care. I'll see you all both again. Speak to
Thank
you
you
both.
so much. Okay, bye.
So where were we here? We were Paul, and then Mark. We'll be much
Very-
like the songs.
very nice, very nice track. The words resonated for me quite a bit. I just liked it really. The production was really nice. The mix was really nice. I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Paul.
Well said, Mr. Story, that with the other amazing beard there. Aye, I love it. What's your thoughts,
Well,
bro?
Steve, you know, you are one of the grooviest guys I know, right? And I was sold on that video the minute I saw the shirt you was wearing. What I will say is that no matter what genre you tackle, it's always 100% Steve Andrews. You don't compromise. You don't compromise on your messages. You're not afraid to kick down barriers and try different genres. And as I said, everything you do is 100% Steve Andrews. I think you're awesome, mate.
Thank you so much, Mark. And yeah, you're right. Like I try to be, and you're telling me I succeed. Like I'm Steve Andrews. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm saying. And as I said earlier, I try to get my message out, and that's it. And
you do, brother.
You know,
Yeah,
Steve Andrews is who I am, and what you see is what you get, basically.
Well said, everybody. Steve Andrews, love you, brother. Until the next time, my dear friend. Mr. Andrews. So coming up next, I'm going to put the red hat on as always to go with the beard. I need to get a bright green hat for you, Steve. Mr. Story, could you introduce yourself and the reason why you would cover the Rag and Bone Man's Human? Thank you very much.
Okay, well, my name's Mark Story, and I play blues rock with a voodoo groove. I write original material. I also got a side project which is more metal, which is a band called Wrapped in Shadows. On top of that, I like to take a cover and kind of turn it on its head a bit. And I've just done Come Together by the Beatles, and it really did take off well. I mean, I couldn't believe the views I was getting, so I thought, well, what am I going to follow it with? So I thought I'd try something that was in this century, something a bit more up to date. So I like the song, Human. I think it's a great song with a great message. And I just thought I'd add my twist to it. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you can't not. I've never heard it, Mark. It's a surprise to me. You sent me this, one of my favourite tracks, and I will be singing along, but I'll be turning the camera off. Ladies and gentlemen, Human, cover by Mark Story. Enjoy.
I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind to think I can see through this, see what's behind. No way to prove it, maybe I'm blind. Put your hand on me, take a look in a mirror. What do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived? I want you to live, 'cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Don't ask my opinion. Don't ask me to lie. And beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got real problems. Some people out of luck. Some So walk so hard on heavens above. 'Cause I'm only human after all. And you're only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. No, don't put your blame on me. 'Cause I'm only human, I make mistakes. 'Cause I'm only human, that's all it takes. Don't put your blame on me. 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 Don't put your blame on. Don't put your blame on me.
Fantastic, Mark. Just the usual, dude. Absolutely awesome. Tim, you're up next, so we'll go Steve and then Paul. Steve, what's your thoughts here, dude?
Mark, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. You've done it again. You've basically taken a song which by somebody else, you've covered it, you've made it your own completely, you've transformed it. And something I've also said before, and I'm about to say once again, is that I could see an album of you just doing covers. And so what you've done here is you've added yet another song towards the list of songs for your album. Fantastic job.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. I do. Thank
Well
you very
said,
much.
dude. Paul, and then Vineyard.
Yeah, I enjoyed that cover very much. Great guitar playing, great vocals, nicely produced. Everything was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks. I mean, I did that in my bed sit, so I mean, I've got a studio now, so but I did that in the bed
wow.
sit. But you know, you live and you
That's really
learn. But
Yeah,
thank you.
that's really
Appreciate it.
cool. Really good.
Thank you.
Well said. Vineyard, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, I really love the song. I don't know the original, so I cannot compare your cover to the original. But I really loved it. I love the energy in the song. The clip was as well quite cool. I saw some like color effects was quite nice. The vocals in the song, of course, were quite nice. I saw as well you use FL Studio, so that's as well always a big plus. And I saw as well you have really nice speakers. I think they're a bit similar, the same as I have at home.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Cheers. Cheers.
Well said, well said. Katja, if you can mute again, Katja, and then Tim, our next guest.
Man, you voodooed that right up. Top notch. You leave me speechless. You really do. I sit here and actually miss half your video because I'm just grooving. My eyes are closed. I'm playing my air drums. You know, it was fabulous. Fantastic.
Thanks, Katja. Can I just say that, please, my condolences. I've heard the news, so
Oh,
I wish
well,
you well.
thank you.
I wish you well, my love. Thank you. Thank you for your words, and good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, hon.
Well said. Tim, what's your thoughts here before we get to your section?
As usual, man, that was just awesome. That was just over the top. And for some reason, I haven't caught that video yet. But man, that was such a great cover of that song. You just flat out amaze me. I don't know how else to say it. You amaze me, bro. Great job.
Oh, thanks, Tim. Oh, you made me well up.
Well said, man. We all love you here, Mark. You know, you're an amazing dude. And, you know, I can see you rocking like a big, someone said it before, all the crowd copying your Here Be Monsters and all that, dude. Let's make it happen even in a, yeah, we need to have a festival in the next couple of years, you know, for sure. Mark Story, everyone. Till the next time, dude.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
So, before we end the night with two EDM disco tracks, right, from Katja and VB, Mr. Tim Consley, could you introduce yourself and the story behind your song, I Know?
My name is Tim Consley. I play mostly original blues rock songs I write. Like I say, every time I write the songs, I sing all the parts in the songs. I play every instrument in the song, and I record, mix, and master it here in just my modest little room. So this song, I Know, is written from a guy's perspective, to a girl that is basically, she's looking for love and just doesn't know where to even find it. And he tells her, I know you don't know what you want, but I can tell you, you can find it here. So that's the song.
Tim, all your tracks are absolutely fantastic, and I put the white hat on for you, brother. I Know by the one and only Tim Consley, the riff master. Fantastic, bro. Just everything you do is wonderful. Heard that track a few times and I just love it, man. So, Katja, you're the next guest. So let's start. Mark, then Steve, then Paul, then Vineyard. Mark?
Tim. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Every time I hear another song by you, it just goes further and further up in my estimation. That was outstanding. Brilliant vocals, brilliant guitar, brilliant mix, brilliant song. fantastic, mate. You just
Thank
never
you.
cease to stop impressing me.
Thank you. I appreciate that more than you know.
Ah,
Well said. Steve and then Paul.
Tim, like Mark just said, basically, you never stop impressing me as well, because like I'm amazed with how you manage to do all the production. You play everything on there. Your guitar work, which I often comment on, is amazing, and we've got an example of it there. Absolutely brilliant guitar work, and your vocals. You've got really strong vocals. So any one of those things that you're doing, you do really well, and you've mastered them all. It's just fantastic.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, bud.
Well said, dude. Paul, Vineyard, then Tracy.
Yeah, really enjoyed the track. It's amazing how you play everything and everything. It's you're very talented, and the production was really nice. Really enjoyed the track a lot. So congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much.
Well said, well said. Katja, what's your thoughts before we get to yourself? No, Vineyard, sorry.
Yeah, you forgot me.
No, sorry, Vineyard, then Katja. I'm bad.
Yeah, I really love the song. The guitar play was really nice. Especially love the vocal part. It was quite nice to hear. The only thing what I wondered, I just searched the song on YouTube as well to give a comment and a like. Did you only have like a few followers? How was it possible with such amazing music?
I have no clue.
That'll be going up soon, bro. We're gonna be starting like a YouTube like support group thing. And do you know YouTube's changed now? You can actually make like posts on it and tag each other and all sorts of things now. So but people don't really know, but yeah, that you'll see that going up over the next year. But well said anyway. Katja, brother, hey brother, Katja, sister.
That's okay. Either way, only thing I can say is, where are we going to find him some backup vocalists? I mean, that's all he needs. That and a stage,
I do have songs that there's backup vocals on it. I do them.
Yeah, but this one really could. I mean, I could have seen the three women in the back, just doing their thing. I mean, honestly, babe, you're awesome.
Thank
but
you.
know that. You know that.
I don't.
You do too.
I'm just some hickerbilly from the hills of Kentucky who grew up banging on a guitar.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I know all about them Hickervillies, but yeah, I mean, you're just awesome, babe. You're just awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You will see plenty of collabs with Tim and other people in the family. I know Christina wants to do something with him, and like Mary's also get like a blues experience. She's in a blues band, so yeah, Tim, we're talking about all this and make super songs happen with people, So Tim Consley, until the next time, brother. Love you, dude. Man.
Thank you very much.
So coming up second from end, we've got two EDM tracks here. Katja, introduce yourself, dear, and the story behind your song Alternatives, and then VB is going to take the night out. So Katja.
Okay. I'm Katja. I am a producer, beat maker, cover artist, mischief maker, basically my songs just come from the meshing of sounds. There's no real, story behind them other than I found this particular sound quite pleasing, and it just grew from there. I call them my music babies, watching them grow.
Honestly, you're absolutely brilliant. VB is going to love you here, and you're going to love him. And that's why it's, even though there's 11 artists we're going to feature tonight, we'll just kid on it's 10. Alternatives by Katja. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Oh, my camera's I get lost in it there. I was bobbing away and swaying away there. Vineyard, you're up next. You can have the last compliment. Tim, then Steve, then Mark.
Katja, what's not to love about that track? I'm not a big, listener of EDM, but I absolutely loved that one. And there was so many things to love about it. The drum beat was awesome. The bass was super, super awesome, especially the couple of times it went da 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 da. And everything just kind of slightly paused right there and pumps back in. The synth voices, absolutely loved those. And the and the little piano solo kind of towards the end, that keyboard work was just phenomenal. That was a super duper track. One I'll definitely listen to again. By far, that was my favorite of yours I've heard so far.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well said. It's Steve, Mark, then Paul.
Actually, what I find weird with your music is that there's so much in it, and like I kind of listening to the flow, and then it goes off somewhere else, and then it goes off somewhere else, and it's taking my mind all over the place. And there was like a sound that came in at one point. I was actually thinking of The Prodigy, and I was thinking of Firestarter, and then that went, and so there was just so much going on there, and I just think it's amazing.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I do like to kind of mix it up a bit and add, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I like the way that, it does flow and in a way tells its own story.
Yeah, definitely.
Well said. Mark, Paul, then VB.
Catch it. You're just awesome. Like the fact that you can produce music with no lyrics and keep it interesting is fantastic. That was outstanding, that song. I love that, kind of a reggae beat to it, but as with a lot of your stuff, there's different influences coming, a bit of rock, bit of blues, bit of this, bit of that, but you blend it together so seamlessly. It's just like, it's like listening to magic. So good one. Love you. You know I do.
I know.
Well said.
What's the
Paul,
guitar?
then. Oh,
What guitar is that behind you? The really dark one there, 12 string.
Oh, that's my 12-string acoustic electric.
What make is it?
It is a Fender.
well,
Yes, that's my baby.
Who's going to give it to me?
You come get it. You come get it.
Fender, only the best, eh?
I'll
Only the
arm wrestle you for it, Mark.
Okay.
No, I'm just starting to learn on it. I still favor my 6-string electric, well, my acoustic electric, that's my baby. But this one, I'm trying.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I've got a 12-string, a Washburn 12-string, and you wouldn't think it'd make that much difference, but it is a little bit more tricky to play than.
That's true. That's absolutely. But it's got that different sound to it that I'm, trying to adjust to.
Yeah.
Like I said, my 6-string, I love. That's my baby. That hitchhiked down from Colorado with me.
The 12-string is going to sound amazing on your recordings because it's got such a lush sound. It's just like an orchestra on its own.
Yeah, but it's more muted.
Yeah,
Beautiful guitar, Paul, then VB.
Very nice track. My head was bouncing all the way. I also like all the different things that are happening in the track. Like 1 minute you think it's similar to an artist, and then it's someone else, and a lot of things are happening, and it's very good. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Well said. VB, what's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, I really like the track. The sound selection is quite good indeed. The bass is really good. what I really like of your songs is the variations. I think when I was in Vietnam, I listened as well to the 11 songs you uploaded 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did.
And there I heard as well like the variations. I think in this song that's a bit kind of feedback. There were a few parts that were like out of nowhere, especially I think it was the part with the piano. It came out of nowhere. So maybe if you make it a bit smoother, then it will make the song even more better.
Yeah, maybe bring it in just slightly sooner.
Or maybe like a bit of pre-introduction, so it
Okay.
will not like really come out of nowhere. A few months ago I did indeed a one-on-one coaching, and they told me indeed like when you go to the next part, try to introduce it so it will not come out of nowhere for the listener. And in the songs I heard, you do it quite well, but in this song it's like really out of nowhere, and it's with a bit of a gap. I don't know how to say it, but if you make it with a bit of more transition, it will be better.
Okay.
Even better,
appreciate that.
even better, because it's already brilliant, isn't it? So, Katja, dear, until the next time, my sister from another mister. You don't hear that very much. Well, until the next time, Katja. So, playing the night out, VB, could you introduce yourself and the story behind Castles in the Sky?
Yeah, I'm VB. I'm from Netherlands. Yeah, just to come back on what I told in a few episodes before and what I just mentioned, I did a music education a few months ago. This was as well the song that I did during the education. I did a one-on-one coaching with a professional, and he helped me to get more experience and get a better mix and mastering, and indeed helped me with like how to do the small things like introduce parts before it comes to get the song more smoother. And Castle in the Skies was the song I made during that course. Yeah, now it's out, and what I heard of it, it's almost radio ready, my production. So I need to twist like a small few things here and there in my productions, but it will be done in my next productions.
Nice one, brother. Without further ado, Castles in the Sky from VB. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
I said we used to be okay. That smile on your face, all washed away. Thinking back of yesterday, like a warm embrace, all washed away. And you said, I need to breathe. My head is starting to spin. Yeah, I need a moment to think before I begin. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I cannot see the recipe for you and me, love and melody. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I can barely breathe. It's killing me, we used to be in synergy. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I cannot see the recipe for you and me, love and melody. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I can barely breathe. It's killing me, we used to be in synergy. We used to be okay. That smile on your face, all washed away. Thinking back of yesterday, like a warm embrace, all washed away. And you said, I need to breathe. My head speak. Yeah. I need a moment to think before I begin. The remedy. It's energy. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I cannot see. There is a beat for you and me. The remedy. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I can barely breathe. It's killing me, we used to be. It's energy. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I cannot see. There is a beat for you and me. The remedy. I'm building castles in the sky, cause I can barely breathe. It's killing me, we used to be in synergy.
Fantastic track to end out the night. Let's go, ladies first. We'll go Tracy, then Paul, then my three amigos. So Tracy, then Paul. What was your thoughts here?
I found it very danceable, club ready, radio ready. Very good track, very well done. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Well said, man. I didn't know if it was a remix of the you know, the classical track Castles in the Sky from who was it again? I can't remember, but yeah, it's
original.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul, what was your thoughts here, brother?
Oh, want to go clubbing now. Love it. Yeah, love the track. It's just the production, everything was good. Yeah, I can't fault it. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well said. Tim, Mark, and then Steve, and that's been a rather wonderful show, a long one. Tim?
Yeah, I agree with Katja. That thing is club ready, man. That was just really great track. Your beat was good. The bass was awesome. The times that the synth took over lead was really good. And I don't know who the vocalist is, but she was really good also. Definitely added to the song.
Thanks. The vocals I use are mostly from Splice.
Relay a message to her. I thought she was awesome in that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if you're familiar with Splice.
No, I'm not.
A platform?
Yeah, it's a platform where you can so you have a subscription from $10 a month, and you can get like vocals royalty free.
Oh,
so
cool.
you can use them in your own song, but as well like drum samples, sound design presets, everything related to production. You can buy there and get the royalties from it, so you have not any problems when you distribute it.
Nice one, bro. That's great, good knowledge for everyone. Nice one. Mark, and then Mr. Andrews.
Yeah, I've got to say first that this has been the most impressive, one of the most impressive podcasts, music-wise. It has absolutely turned me right on. That was class. You know, my roots are in blues and rock, but you keep an eye on mime music, and that is, I've got a real soft spot for dance music because it's such a feel-good form of music. It just makes your energy levels rise and gets your heart pumping, and it's happy and it's good. So you're top of your game, mate. Top of your game. Seriously, you deserve to go far. Yeah.
Well said. And just before you go, Steve, you know, as you said earlier, like, you know, you've just spent some time studying with a very experienced good. Everyone should share their knowledge with each other. It's not like I know this stuff. See if you know something that can make somebody else better. Teach them it in a Zoom call. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Everybody should do it. Mr. Andrews, final compliment of the evening, my brother.
BB, I thought that was top class production. And I said to Sophie earlier that I thought, you know, I could hear her song like coming out the radio. I could hear yours, you know, coming out the radio as well. It's definitely radio ready.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant work there.
Well said, well said, and well said, everybody. VB, thanks for you just come in at the last, you know, you're just back from Vietnam. You were over there for 3 weeks, and you know something. I forgot that you've already met Catch. I just thought EDM. I'll try and put two people together, but I've already done that with you too. So, but anyway, thanks for being a marvelous guest, and I'll see you on Saturday. You're coming on Saturday's show, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
man.
I blocked it on my schedule.
Yeah, there's going to be 20 artists on this show, so set aside a couple of hours, and you know it'll be fantastic. And if anybody's short for time, they just say and they can go next. There's no worries. But VB, everyone, until the next time. Cheers, brother. Cheerio, man. Right, so now I'm just going to stop the YouTube and